today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Houston Texans taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business. First and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Bernard looked at me like the adopter of my kindergarten teacher always said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson will throw again. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On first down, it's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Watson on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On the pickup.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
13-yard line.
Open man, the tight end Fells. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 61 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And they will ringing him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Texans take over first and 10. At their own 20.
Watson and the Texans now down by 7, 2:12 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it first and 10. On first and 10, Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll have a first down past the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
At the
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And Stills bringing it in. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Screen play, Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
18-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
They'll take over first.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Fairbairn lining up for the...
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. The return man, Chris Moore. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
The 29-yard line.
Ingram again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially in overtime when that can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
First down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
To Mark Ingram.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Ingram. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
J.J. Watt.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
Score in overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.